Well, demand is now increasing for stays at California hotels and resorts as the vaccination campaigns unleash a boom in vacation travel. Many places, in fact, in wine country are booked now months in advance. That's a promising sign for the hospitality industry, of course, hit hard by this pandemic. Joining me now is Chris Lee of the historic Indian Springs Resort in beautiful Calistoga. Chris, thank you so much for being here. Talk with me a little bit about the increase in demand that you're seeing.
Yeah, it's been really exciting to feel people coming back to Napa Valley, especially on the weekends. We're really seeing the towns, whether it's from Calistoga all the way down to Napa, Yountville, St. Helena, have really picked up and energy is back in the valley. Spring is here, weather's beautiful, and it's really exciting to see.
So do you have any openings, let's say, for the next couple of weeks, or are you fully booked?
So yeah, we really aren't taking any reservations almost up to Memorial Weekend at this point on the weekends. We do have some time during the week if you're able to get away from work and work from the resort. We do have some availability, but right now on the weekends we're closed down all the way up to Memorial Day.
Are you surprised, Chris, at all about the increase in demand?
No, not necessarily. I think we expected it. We felt this last year a lot, right? And so as we had the pandemic strike and then get back open, we felt that surge of pent up demand and got very busy up until the fires hit in fire season and were some of the most destructive the Napa Valley experienced. And so it was really a 1-2 punch. And as we reeled off of that, we went to another shelter in place. And so it was really, really tricky. So we definitely expected to be busy and people are very excited to be out. And thankfully, very gracious to be out as well as they enjoyed the properties. And so while we expected it, we're also entering, I would call a second phase or third, fourth phase of this pandemic that is staffing crisis for the hospitality industry in those areas where things are picking up.
Yeah, are you experiencing that same staffing shortage?
We are, yeah, no question. I think, we went into the pandemic at about 240 associates strong, and we are about 140 now. So a pretty significant decrease. And we are hoping that these folks come back, but a lot of the data suggests that people have left the hospitality industry given everything it's been through in the past year. And so we're kind of waiting to see and then managing how we do business based upon our staffing levels, which means oftentimes limiting how much we can do.
Yeah, obviously that's another adjustment that you're going to have to make. All right, Chris, I know that the city of Calistoga launched a marketing campaign to try to attract, Bay Area residents, those weekend warriors to the area. Is that who's booking your rooms?
Yes, we're seeing 95% of our business, if not higher, all from the Bay Area. So, Napa Valley being a region that's so blessed to be around 8 million people in the Bay with just a short drive up has really been beneficial for us in the recovery. We still see metropolitan areas much slower to recover as you would anticipate. And we're excited to partner with the Chamber of Calistoga and the city as we continue to try to bring people back. And it's working pretty well.
Yeah, and finally, before I let you go, Chris, obviously you've had to make some changes to help mitigate the spread of COVID-19. What are some of the changes, adjustments that you've had to make?
Gosh, from starting out, we really looked at every single touch point and interaction that a guest has at the property. And then what are new sanitation guidelines and social distancing guidelines around those. We're very fortunate. Our sanitation standards were very high to begin with. And so it was really even taking those a next step further. And then as we've continued to learn more and more about this virus, continuing to pivot and change how we do things has been huge. Just like most others in the hospitality industry, we've worked to make lemons out of lemonade. We've put a huge 30-foot tall tent over our outdoor dining space and made it more beautiful than ever, something we'll likely continue to do from years on. And so there have been some benefits there. I think one of the most, though, is dealing with COVID-19 in the workplace. And, I I would say, contact tracing hats that we put on and have taken a very conservative stance on potential exposures and then what we do as far as quarantining those people. And overnight, we've seen departments go out completely and have to shut down different areas of the hotel, use different people from other areas to fill those in, whether it's me and the owners taking reservations along with several others from different departments. And it's been those kind of pivots all the way through this that have been really challenging. But we band together as a team and gotten through it. And so, there's a lot to be learned through it too.
Yeah, obviously everyone having to step up. Well, thanks again, Chris, for coming on the show. It is a beautiful, beautiful resort, and glad to hear that at least we're on the other side, appearing to be on the other side of this pandemic, and that the hospitality industry is indeed making a comeback. Chris Lee of Indian Springs, thanks again.
Thank you so much, Heather.